everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video because it is something that I am so passionate about and have been working towards for years now, and that is how to switch from toxic products to non-toxic products in all areas of your life. In this video, I will be sharing beginner-friendly tips and going into depth on how I switched to non-toxic products. I will be giving you guys some product recommendations and why you should switch to non-toxic products. Pretty much everything under the sun that you need to know for switching to non-toxic products. It definitely is not a easy 360 one-day switch, and I wish that I had this video for myself when I was switching to non-toxic products. It's probably taken me, I would say, 2 years. Probably in the past year I've switched out the most stuff, but it's a journey and that is totally fine. It took me a while to switch and it might take you a while to switch, but at least you are going down the right path and I am here to hold your hand along the way. First things first is to answer your question, which is probably why should you switch to non-toxic ingredients and non-toxic products, and why even waste your time doing all of this. So the thing that got me interested in this was to reduce the amount of chemicals that my body was like ingesting every single day, and you don't really realize it until you start really diving deep into the research on what these chemicals and products are doing for your short-term health, your long-term health, your mental health, inside and out. These chemicals affect so much, from your gut health to your hormones to a whole host of other things. And I think a lot of people don't really realize this, that in our everyday conventional products, there are so many ingredients that are not supposed to be there. Like, you do not need to make that product loaded with chemicals because they don't need to be made that way. They're made that way so they can be mass produced and in the cheapest way, so these huge corporations can make tons of money from it. So there are a ton of different ingredients that you should watch out for, and I will like list a few on the screen of like the main ones. A huge difference that I have seen in my health is my inflammation, my gut health, my stomach aches are like completely neutral. I used to get the worst stomach aches from the food that I was eating, the processed food, and the amount of chemicals that I was using on my body from the time I wake up in the morning to the time I go to bed at night. My acne, how irritated and inflamed my skin was. I have seen a night and day difference. Like, look at my skin. It looks so good. Even my hair health, like I feel like everything just looks healthier. I feel and I look like a more vibrant human ever since switching to non-toxic products. Okay, so how do you start switching to clean ingredients? And my first tip that I'll say is start small. Don't watch this video and get super overwhelmed and feel like you can't afford any of this stuff. You need to go throw out all your crap immediately because you're concerned about your health. Make small changes over time. I am still in the process of switching things out. Like, I finally just, well, not finally, but about 6 months ago, I switched out our cleaning sprays and laundry detergent and all of that. So I've only had that for the past 6 months. And I think it is really important to not get overwhelmed and enjoy the journey to switching and do it slowly. Something that was really easy for me is when I ran out of a product, I would just switch to a clean product. So for example, my toothpaste, when I ran out of my Sensodyne toothpaste, I switched to my Boca toothpaste. When I ran out of floss, I switched to my Boca floss, and so on and so forth with all of these things that I'm going to be showing you guys. My second tip would be to focus on high exposure products first. This is going to be things that you're applying on your skin. So makeup, skincare, shampoo, conditioner, deodorants, lotions, all of that good stuff. Find some small companies that you love, and once you run out of your old ones, start switching to these new products that you find, and I will name a ton at the end of this video too. Another tip is to check ingredients lists and start familiarizing yourself with what ingredients to look out for. Lastly is to look for certification like USDA organic or EWG verified. These are on a ton of products and this just makes it a little bit easier, but make sure to also do your own research outside of that. Okay, next is resources to help you, and these are resources that I use as well. I use the EWG scanning app. I think it's only for like skincare. Is it only for skincare? It basically like allows you to look up certain items or scan items and see if they contain toxic ingredients, what toxic ingredients they contain, and how bad they are for you, and it gives you like a rating from like 0 to 10. The other app is the Think Dirty app, and same thing, you can just scan items or look them up. They have a free version and they have a pro version, which gives you like more in depth, but please just be mindful and do your research outside of these apps. And another way that I like to do research is finding influencers on TikTok that you can trust, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, doing your own research online with bloggers that you trust. There is a handful of resources out there. Just make sure to pull from a bunch of resources. I will throw out there that one of my favorite podcasts to listen to is the Skinny Confidential. They have so many great guests on there that have companies with non-toxic products and just like more holistic health practices, and from there I will actually like follow a person that came on their podcast that I really liked and start looking through their TikTok feed and Instagram feed and getting ideas from them. Greenwashing, what it is and how to avoid it. So greenwashing is basically when brands market their product as natural or eco, but it actually is not natural or eco. It may be better than those other like super toxic products, but it still contains toxic chemical ingredients in some way or another. So this is when you have to do your own research and check those certifications. Just get educated so you can be mindful of what products are greenwashing and what products aren't greenwashing. Okay, next I'm going to share with you guys my favorite non-toxic products from all different areas of my life, and we will start in the kitchen. So first things first is I like to swap out all of my plastic containers for glass containers. I have no plastic in my kitchen whatsoever. They are all glass. Next, I switched out my pans for green pans. These pans don't leach harmful chemicals when you're cooking because they are like stainless steel. They don't have that extra coating on the bottom, the non-stick coating with all that crap in it. So I would definitely switch your pans because you're cooking probably 3 times a day with them, and that is huge. Next is switching my plastic cutting boards out for my wooden cutting boards. I no longer use plastic cutting boards. They literally cut, like every single time you cut, you can see the tiny little plastic, like microplastics coming off, and you're just grabbing those and cooking them in your food and throwing them in your non-stick pan. And I just would definitely recommend switching to all wood cutting boards. I also have switched out all of the dish soaps. I normally use Myers, I think it's called, and then I also have Branch Basics, which is fragrance free, and it's a little better than Myers. Okay, next is skincare. For skincare, I am currently using all products by Primarily Pure. I am obsessed with their products. They all have beef tallow. They have a whole host of other ingredients that are great for you, but they come from a farm. They were a super small company and now they have grown a lot, but all of their ingredients come from the farm, and I just think that's so cool. And I mean, it has done wonders for my skin. Like I said, my acne, my inflammation, my red marks are slowly going away, and I really do think it's because of these products. I also use their dry shampoo, which I love a ton, and then their deodorant, which is super, super important. I have used Native. Native does have fragrance in it, but it's a better option than the other deodorants on the market. I love the Primally Pure one though. And then lastly, for oral care, I use everything from Boca. I use their floss, I use their toothpaste. I also use organic coconut oil to oil pull at the end of my oral care routine. For the bathroom, I have my Dorai bathroom mat, and I love this thing. It is I forget what is in it. I will put it on the screen. It's like a huge word, like dicomatius, like something crazy like that. But it basically doesn't trap bacteria, and it's just this like mat of like basically like a rock. Like you step on it and the water just like absorbs into the rock. And I've had this thing for 2 years. It never gets dirty. It never stinks. It doesn't like trap bacteria. It is so great. Then I also have my Jolie shower filter. This one was huge for me, especially for my skin and my acne and my hair. It was so dry before, so red, so inflamed, and once I have switched to Jolie, it has been a huge game changer. I have had my Jolie shower filter for about 2 years now too, and I definitely think it's worth it. I also use the Dr. Bronner's body wash. It's just like a normal soap. I use that for body wash, and then the Attitude shampoo and conditioner. These all have clean ingredients and I love them. Okay, now getting into miscellaneous items. First is cleaning. I switched everything to Branch Basics, from laundry detergent to all of my sprays to the bleach that they have, and everything in here that I use to clean is from Branch Basics. It is costly upfront, but cheaper long term. I am glad I just made the investment because it has lasted me a long time, and now I just have to buy this bottle of concentrate to fill up all of my bottles of cleaner. Next is my Pura wall plug-in diffuser. I swapped this out for Toxic candles, and I love this company so much. It's literally like a Bluetooth plug-in diffuser. You can pick your smells, and they're really cheap for what you get and how long the smells last you. They all are clean smells and just so much better than candles, and they smell so good, and I just like love having the Bluetooth option that I can turn it on before I get home, and everything smells great. Last but not least is laundry detergent, which I also use Branch Basics for. As I said, I have used Ecos before, but you can do your research on all of these products and find your own products. Like there's so many products on the market that are non-toxic and clean ingredients. These are just a few that I love and have been using for a while. There are probably tons of little other areas in my life that I have missed and am not thinking of right now, but I just want to remind you guys not to get overwhelmed and to think about the long-term journey with this. Like these are all investment items, and you're investing in your health and your long-term health. I mean your short-term health too, but I would just try to look at it as a long-term lifestyle investment and not try to swap everything out too quickly. I'm going to wrap up the video here, but I hope that this gave you guys a good understanding on why you should be switching from toxic to non-toxic products, and what brands you should look for, how to research by yourself, and how to watch out for greenwashing. Remember to start small and be patient and just trust the process, and I will be here with answers to any of your guys' questions, so definitely drop your questions down below. I would love to answer them and talk more about this. Obviously, I'm not an expert on this whole area. I have just been doing this for a while, and this is the way that I have been living, so I wanted to share it with you guys because I wish I had a video like this when I was switching from toxic to non-toxic products. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below any questions, and I will see you guys in my next video.